Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here with the first episode of the Business Mile. I'm here with our guest, Antonio Alva. What's up, man? Thank you for coming.
Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday.
Happy to be here. Happy Sunday. We are out Sunday morning at 8 a.m. in this nasty ass weather. But we're going to get a mile in. We're going to get to know Antonio a little bit more. All right, everybody. We're going to make sure we get in a mile. I'm going to start the tracker. Are you ready? All right, bro. We got a mile. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming out here, bro.
Thanks for inviting me.
I know a lot of our audience knows who you are. At least my audience, because they're a lot of mutuals.
Yeah.
For other people that I have started following me and that might not know you, can you tell us a little bit about who Antonio Alva is?
Yeah, so Antonio Alva, I'm a husband. I'm a leader in the community. I'm part of my fraternity, Landlord 85. I'm a wealth advisor. I'm a father, and someone who wants better for life.
I like that, bro. That's a lot. That was a lot. And honestly, it sounds like nice and professional. You got a lot of different aspects to your life. You're not just a financial advisor. You said you're a fraternity brother, you're a husband, you're a father. Honestly, bro, you're kind of living the life that I want to live. I want to get to that point where I got kids, I got a family, I got a badass house, just all of those things together, bro. So you said you're a financial advisor. How long have you been a financial advisor?
It's going to my 5th year now, this July. It's my 5th year.
5 years?
5 years.
Bro, honestly, I know I didn't ask you this question beforehand, but was that one of your first clients?
You probably the top first 20.
First 20?
Yeah.
I'm in there. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a little special. Literally. Top 20 is special. I like that, man. So when you first got started, bro, did you always know you wanted to be a financial advisor? Or growing up, did you have some sort of other aspiration to be something else?
Yeah. So I'll give my background story. I'll just explain where I am now as a financial advisor. So first one to go to high school, first one to go to college. So what I did back in high school, I looked at top 3 dream jobs when I was senior in high school. Why? Because I didn't know anybody who went to college, so I figured if I went to college, I would make money off this. So it was physical therapy, engineering, and economics at that time.
Okay.
And I went to the first chemistry class. I said, yup, this is not for me.
I suck that cat.
I am not going to be an engineer, so that was out. And that's all physical therapy. You know what? 4 more years of school after college, I don't think so. So I became an accountant. And from there, I got my CPA license, got my master's program. A lot of people don't know this deal, but my sophomore year, my accounting class, I actually failed my accounting class. And the reason I became a CPA is because my TA said, hey, you should drop out, get a new major, and do something else. So I got so pissed off that I came back the next semester and I got an A and I became a CPA after that.
Bro, that's badass. Do you remember who that professor is?
I don't know who that professor is. He was a TA. He was a TA. Yeah, he was a TA. But that motivated me to prove that guy wrong. So
That'd be crazy if he reached out to you for financial advice. You'd be like, don't give me now. So, even when you were little, like kindergarten, 5 years old, right around then, you didn't have something that you wanted to be when you were older, like a dream, like an astronaut, president, nothing crazy like that?
I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to be
basketball player.
No, it's funny. I just wanted to be a cop once, but then I started seeing my mom don't do anything, get into trouble or whatever. So I always want to be an entrepreneur or be a community server in the community because I didn't have a lot of people to grow up with. But I wanted to influence other people. Just because growing up, money was very scarce, so we didn't have much. And I realized anything we did, money prevented me from doing certain things. So I wanted to do something that was in the money world, but also helping people as well. I didn't know what, but got me into this situation now.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, bro. If that was something you always wanted to do growing up, and then
imagine a truck.
If money was such a big part of growing up and your upbringing and wanting to help people, it makes sense why you ended up being doing what you do now.
Yeah.
Because that's like literally
That's
what you
literally
do.
what I do.
That's like the heart of what you do. And I think you're great, bro. Everybody that I've like sent your way or that has like met with you, they always say great things. Even the other day, like when I went to the Bulls game, Antonio, our lawyer, he was talking about how he like wanted to meet you and like how he thinks you're absolutely killing it. David Dominguez brought you up the other day in our meeting.
Yeah.
You're starting to get like noticed, bro, and like I know you're growing. And I think it's really awesome to kind of watch and know that that's my financial advisor right there. Going on. I like that, bro. So growing up, you always kind of knew you wanted to have your own business.
Yeah.
Usually a lot of people that go to college, they really want that like 9 to 5, bro.
Yeah.
So was there like a specific moment or something that happened that said, I don't want to do that 9 to 5. I want to start building something for myself?
Yeah. My first corporate internship, I did it for 3 years, from sophomore year to senior year. I really enjoyed it, the salary. I was making more money than my dad, so I feel really proud of myself.
That's a nice moment.
I was like, wow, I can do this, right?
That's a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Then my first year out of college, working as a full-time accountant, I got the salary, got the benefits. You think I made it? That's it.
Yeah.
I made it. I'm making more money than I thought. I'm successful. But then I realized the people that are working 20 years for me, the partners, working long hours based on time deadlines, not their deadlines, but their deadlines. I'll never forget this story. There was a partner who his daughter called her to pick her up from school or some sort of practice. And she said, hey, I'm sorry I can't pick you up, but someone's going to pick you up on my behalf. I said, wait, my dad growing up was not there for me because he had to go to work. But if I make more money, I'm going to repeat the same cycle. So I don't want that for my family. Where I make money, but I'm not there for my family. So that was strike one. Strike two, working as an accountant, get paid salary and some bonuses. But I was working more hours compared to my peers, and I got like $100 more as a bonus. That was strike two. Like, yeah, I don't want this. I'm working more than them, and I get a bonus of $100, $200 more. And strike three, it was knowing I have to do this every single tax season. You know, we work from January through April. We work like 80 hours, 90 hours a week. I'm like, man, do I really want this where I'm subject to other people's deadlines? I don't control my own time and income. And so I said, you know what? Now strike three, I'll do something else. But what really pushed me, Leo, was when my dad passed away. My dad passed away in COVID-19 back in April of 2020. So when he passed away, he didn't have like a will, a trust. Luckily, he left me behind real estate to my mother. But we had to pay over $45,000 of COVID. And I said, wait a minute, how come school never taught me this stuff? Or how come my friends don't talk about this either? And I said, you know what, this is my calling. I want to educate my community about financial resources because it's out there, but we don't really know. And so I said, you know what, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I want to be a leader, a servant. I'm a big advocate for generational wealth. And I said, you know what, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And my dad passed away in April 2020. I started doing this business July 2020.
Do you think your dad would be proud of all the stuff that you've accomplished?
I would hope so. I want him to be proud. I'm not done yet, Leo, but when I'm done, I want to be proud of myself.
No, I love that, bro. And honestly, I feel like if I was you, I'd already be like, man, I fucking made it. Like, I made it. But I can't lie, bro. I'll never forget the day that we got the house in the dark.
Yes.
I know no one's gonna understand that, but like either way, like that was a really cool moment for all of us. And I love your story, bro. I love your story. I feel like I've heard it a few times, but each time I feel like you get better at telling it.
Yeah, thank you.
Like you're practicing. I like that, man. So you got into business. You're killing it. I know it's hard in business.
Yes.
I know it's hard on the real estate side for business. I think it's like within the first year, about 80% of agents end up quitting or going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that looks like for financial advisors. But like typically for a new financial advisor, what's like a big challenge that they might encounter? And then like, if you want to shed light maybe on how you got over it too.
Yeah. That's when we brought that up. Like almost 85% of financial advisors leave after the second, third year as well. So like the chance of you being after 5 years is like 10%. So, yeah, just like yourself, it's a numbers game. But I would say the biggest challenge that I find is most young advisors, including myself, is rejection. You're not accustomed to rejection. Growing up, you're told to do something, yes, but no hurts you. Because when I first started, I'll reach out to people I knew, maybe close friends, close family members, and they say no to me. But then,
I got that.
right? And I want to help some certain people, but my mentor told me they're not saying no to you, Antonio. They're saying no to themselves. And look at no as the next opportunity. Focus on someone who does want to be helped, and don't be caught up like, man, I could have done this, could have done that. Put it away and move on to the next thing. And so I think that's the biggest challenge. This career has unlimited income, flexibility, but with that, people want to have flexibility up front. You gotta earn it, right? By having the right quantity, the right clients. And then you can have that freedom when you want to lie.
Yeah, like that right system in place,
Yes.
the right people that you can maybe delegate out to.
Yes.
No, I completely agree. So we have, let's say, a financial advisor that's new, and they're not used to rejection. Like, that piece of advice, it helped you kind of shift that mindset of like, they're not saying no to me, they're saying no to maybe themselves and helping themselves out of the current situation. Right? I feel like in real estate, I see that sometimes, especially when we get clients that are maybe like, pre-approved for like under 200,000 and they want a house up in Spokane. They want a house up in Spokane. Or, they're paying grand for like $1,200 but they can't pay a mortgage for like 13.
Yeah.
Whereas, at the end of the day, it's like, I can give you options that can help you, but unless you're willing to do that little bit of work or able to be a little bit more realistic with what options I can give you, nothing good like that.
Yeah.
I can't help you.
Right? So much, yeah.
You can only do so much, but I know you like helping people. Do you ever feel like frustrated when people are like, nah, like I'm good the way that I am, I don't need your help, and then that they could so use your help?
Man, it happens all the time. There's some people that they're doing well for themselves financially and I can help them out. But the way I think about it, I can go sleep well at night knowing that I reach out to them, I explain what I did, and it's up to them.
You did your part.
I did my part. Because if you chase everybody down, then that defeats your purpose. Let's say you have gold, and you want everybody to get gold. The reason gold is so special because only certain people have it. And I feel like what I do as a financial advisor, I'm so unique and valuable because only certain people want where I help, and that's okay. I want to be there for people that want to be helped and want more. And for what I do, maybe talking to financial advisors doesn't make sense to you, and you have a closed mindset, you don't want more life, then a financial advisor might not be best for you.
I like that. I think that's something big that I learned in my first year too, was also just wanting to work with people that want to work with me. Everybody in their mind knows 2 realtors. I started with 1, I moved it, I realized everybody in their mind knows 2. And
I know like 8.
Or 8, like our Peter here. But I realized at the end of the day, like I just want to work with people that want to work with me, right?
Yep.
I don't want people going behind my back, talking to 5 different realtors, trying to get the best deal on me, when at the end of the day, I know I'm the best at what I do. I feel that wrong. All right, so I want to get into the good questions. Honestly, these are the ones that I was looking forward to the most, the last 2.
Yeah.
Because you're the financial advisor, and I know everybody's going to want to know.
Yeah.
This is us getting to talk to you.
Okay.
Right? For yourself.
Yeah.
What has been the best financial advice you've ever received? Doesn't matter who it's from, best financial advice you got.
The best financial advice, I would say, is work on your business, don't work in your business.
Ooh, break it down. Break it down for the people watching.
Okay. So if you work on in your business, that's when you're talking to clients, you're doing your 9 to 5 setup, your emails, calling clients, doing paperwork, that kind of stuff, right? That's in your business. On your business is when you set up a time, this is what I do once a week. I have 1 hour of think time, where I say, all right, what am I doing now and how can I expedite the process? What are some stuff that I'm doing repetitive that I can delegate to someone else? Or how can I make sure I can duplicate what I'm doing now with less hours? Okay. And that's the best financial advice I've gotten, because what I realized is a lot of the wealthy people, like Elon Musk, all these people, they're the ones who delegate the work the most, and they're doing so well for themselves because they delegate the work and they work on the business. They're not in the business. So I realized that coaching, I did maybe like 4 coaching last year, and it has helped me think bigger and change my mindset.
I like that. I actually just got into coaching not too long ago too. Yeah, I appreciate the value. It's expensive, but
it is expensive.
It's an investment in yourself,
so
you know, and your business. Yeah. So I completely agree. I took that leap when David told me he does coaching, and I'm like, if there's these top producers or these big guys like yourself that pay this money to go and learn from other people and get coached, I'm like, man, who am I?
Yeah.
Take my money. Take my money right now. If I could be like these guys, okay, take my money.
Yeah. You always got to reinvest in yourself. Some of my clients were business owners. I told them, hey, I can't find anything, stocks, bonds, real estate that can duplicate what you do in your business. If you spend money on advertising employees, you're going to make a 20-30% profit margin. So the best way to make money is reinvest back into the business. And so that's what my coach told me, my mentor, always reinvest back into yourself. Don't have your lifestyle creep up. Because what happens? You make more money, you nice your stuff, but you got to make sure you take the extra money and reinvest back into yourself.
Is there like a general rule or like general advice that they typically give financial advisors on like at what point do you scale your business out to like having an assistant? Is there like a certain benchmark or like a criteria a lot of like financial advisors like to use before they get one? In real estate, we have like a lot of different ones.
Great question. I would say you can get an assistant, or you think, well, you're never going to be ready. I'll tell you that. You're never going to be ready. When I first got one, I was like, man, I'm not ready for this stuff. But it challenged me to be more on it, more confident, and provide more service so I can make more revenue to pay for the investment I'm doing. So I feel like you're never going to be ready. It's going to challenge you. I would say when you get to a point where you do admin stuff that you're not supposed to, then at that point, you know what? Why am I taking a job lower than I make? For example, like on the weekends, right? Let's say clean my lawn, to cut up my lawn is like $10, $20. I can do that $20 job myself, save myself $20, or I can have a client meeting where I make $100, $300. So that's the difference I make as a real business owner versus trying to save $20, $30.
Your time costs money, man.
Yes.
Your time costs money. I like that, bro. In real estate, you hear a lot of different types of pieces of advice in terms of getting an assistant, because every realtor thinks that's going to solve all their problems, and that's what's going to make them a top producer.
Yeah.
And then it feels terrible. But something I've always heard from David, and like David's my main guy that I get like most of my advice from.
Yeah.
He actually got an assistant month 4 of his business.
Wow.
And has never not had an assistant ever since then.
Yeah.
But his story essentially is just like he got an assistant, hired him part-time, like 3 days out of the week, Monday through Friday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
The assistant came in the first day, helped him out the entire day. As soon as the assistant was walking out the door, he looked back, saw David with his fucking head in his hands, and was like, do you want me to come back tomorrow? And David said, yes, please. And he's had an assistant ever since then.
Wow.
I've been thinking to myself if that's kind of one of my next moves soon, but I think I really like your advice, bro, because I feel like that's a lot of the stuff that I've been telling myself in my head,
Yeah.
It's nice to hear from someone else.
Yeah, and it's easier said than done, right? As soon as I continue, oh my God, I gotta responsible for someone else. But being an entrepreneur allows you to make jobs that were not gonna be there, because you're making more money for other people and you're serving the community. Because if you have an assistant deal, maybe you can see 3-4 more people a week that you couldn't see before. And that's 2 to 3 people going to be impacted by you, helping them buy the dream home, and you build it for your sister, your team.
I feel like it also helps, like, in terms of, like, follow-up and making sure no one's falling from the cracks. Like, I think I have a great CRM with, like, my brokerage that they give us. It's got, like, AI, like, integrated, and it's kind of cool, but I think at the end of the day, there's always people that can slip through. I'm sure you know, too.
Yes.
You got to be running off your CRM, too.
Yes.
But we got into a lot of good stuff, to be honest with you. I got one final question for you, bro, and I'm trying to see how far we're doing with the mile. We're almost there. We're like 0.75.
Oh, wow, really?
We're almost there. But I am gonna ask you one of my last questions because I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot more like questions that come with it. But yourself, personally, in your own life,
Yeah.
what do you believe has been your best investment that you've ever made? It could be like personal, it could be business, it could be, genuinely whatever. I'm super curious to see how you answer it. But what's been your best personal investment that you've made?
My own personal investment.
Pete almost like thought on that one.
That's scary shit,
As you
bro.
think about that one for a second, I just want to give Pete a quick shout out. You've been doing great, bro. Like
Honestly,
walking backwards.
Yeah.
In this snow. So big shout out to Pete behind the camera. Appreciate you, bro. But
Got it, guys.
there we go. What's the best piece of? What's the best
financial advice or
best investment?
the investment I've done so far? As a financial advisor, we educate people. There's no like one size fits all. It depends on people's needs and goals.
Yes.
But I would say, I've done some real estate. Shout out to Leo for helping me sell my rental property this year. That was a 6-figure return that we made, Leo. So real estate, I've done some good money there. Stocks, I've done some good money there as well. I love real estate and stocks, but I will always go back to reinvest into myself. I would say the last year, I paid for coaching, and I made more money than I would making from investing to myself.
I like that. I love that.
Why? Because one thing I got to realize is your beliefs control your feelings, and your feelings control your actions.
Turn left. Proceed
So I'll
to
say
the
it again. Your beliefs control your feelings, and your feelings control your actions. So when you're selling, you're thinking what you're thinking because your mindset. What you're believing is because you're doing X, Y, and Z. No one's stopping you from making $2 million a year. It's your mindset preventing you from doing so. So I think, I can make money, but I think what's more valuable to me is my mindset. My mindset, it's priceless. Why? Because now, if I change my mindset, my life changes, and if my life changes, I have a better life for my family, my fraternal brothers, my friends, and loved ones. Because my son, Alexander, a lot of people don't know this, his name is Alexander, by name Alexander the Great. So Alexander the Great had a dad, he overthrew his dad, and now he's like the big emperor. So,
I love that.
I have this mindset where, hey, my dad came to this country, not knowing English, saved all his money, bought 4 properties left for my family. So I said, what's my excuse not to do the same and create wealth to the next generation, my son Alexander. So Alexander can have a better mindset than I did and pay it forward to other people.
Oh yeah, man.
Because I think when you only think about yourself, it's hard for me to believe you're happy. Because when you're thinking about other people, like, how can I give back to this organization? How can I build this foundation? How can I give back to my mom, my siblings? That makes you more happy than just thinking about yourself.
proceed to the route.
No, I agree. I feel like people that just think about themselves, I mean, I think that's like literally what the word means, but I feel like they're kind of selfish, and it's hard to be grateful for the things around you.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like one big shift that I've had like in my personal life, but also just like business and like relationships and things like that, is just been being grateful for the support that I do get, and grateful for the people around me.
At the next stop
Grateful for the
sign,
people that want
turn
to work
left.
with me.
Proceed
Grateful
to the
for all
road.
the people that just like support me. Like even like you, like right now, you could be in bed.
Yes.
You could be with your family. You're out here walking in 29-degree weather with me. And like, it's like those small things, even Pete, like just being here with this crazy idea that I have, and like I appreciate you guys, bro. Like it helps make like these ideas come to life, and I'm hoping this pops off. Like I'm hoping we love how this comes out, and I'm hoping this also grows.
Take this platform for other people as well to come in here and share knowledge, because I mean, I think that if you're successful, you gotta share with other people as well.
Agreed.
Right? Share like what's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, because you might inspire somebody out there you don't even realize. And that's the whole purpose. I didn't also share this earlier, but when I was going to college, I didn't know anybody I went to high school, college, and so my counselor said, "Hey, speak with somebody who went to U of I. He's an engineer." I got to meet this guy, very wealthy, had his own business. And as we were leaving, I was like, "Antonio, here's the check I made last month." And he showed me he made $80K last month. I'm like, "Man, people can do this." My dad did that like in a year or two. And so my life like changed. Like, you know what, my mindset. There's more I can do in life. But I think if he had not shown me that check or the way he thought about his life, I would not think that would be this possible. So I think you showing other people,
Proceed to the
other professionals, it inspires other people to do what you want.
No, I hope so, man. I hope so. Like, especially if there's anybody that like wants to get into like finances or wants to get into business, I think like having a conversation with you is always like a big thing.
Yeah.
Because you always need a financial advisor. Like, it doesn't matter if you're in business or you're not. Like, you're gonna need that support.
Correct.
And I mean, this is my guy, so that's why I wanted to have you on the platform, because I always like recommending people that I trust and that I personally use. And I mean, I trust everybody that I send over to you, because you do have that heart of wanting to just genuinely help people.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to like sell some bullshit. You're looking at building that house, right? That house of wealth.
Correct.
And I mean, I agree with a lot of the things that you kind of point out in that presentation, or like when you talk to people. I think a lot of people don't know this about me too, but when I was in undergrad, I did a research like project, basically like a 30-page paper on like
I think you told me about this. Yeah.
proposal of financial literacy. And a lot of the stuff that I learned is a lot of the stuff that like Antonio preaches, but like at a deeper level. And I respect everything you stand for, and like I think like that's like a big pillar to your business.
Yeah.
And I don't know if a lot of financial advisors have that, but like you seem like a real professional and with like a real heart out there to help people. So
Thank you, brother.
I love you, bro.
No, I love what I do, man. I never thought I'd be doing what I do as a wealth advisor, financial advisor, but I agree. People need to at least understand what a financial advisor can do, because we all know about like accountants, lawyers, doctors, and realtors, but it's very rare to say, "Hey, I want to grow up and be a financial advisor."
That's true, man.
Right? But if you think about it, they teach you about algebra, history, but no one teaches you, all right, this is how you're going to do your investments, your retirement, your taxes, but yet you're going to do that for the next 40 years of working. So why not teach yourself more about that? And I think I realized the wealthy people have multiple financial advisors. Not just one, but they have multiple advisors to get second set advice. But here we are, no, I got it for myself. Think about it, when you go to a doctor, you don't go say, "Hey, I got this. I'll save my own money. I'll do my own remedy at home and do my own thing." No, you go to a professional, go to a doctor to get for a financial advisor. Like, I got my own retirement. I got my own investments. Like, you only know what you know through your family, friends.
That's true.
They couldn't get you so far.
No, that's true, man. I'm very big on like collaborating and like masterminding.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a common term, but like at least at my office, like in my real estate, like we talk about masterminding a lot. And it's really just like talking ideas, talking about just like things that are going on, because you're always learning through other people's experiences and like their fuck ups and like your fuck ups and their successes and like, things like that. But I love masterminding. I know we got a mastermind this week.
Coming up,
or in what, in 2 weeks? 2 weeks?
2 weeks, yeah.
I got the okay from David. I hope he pulls up.
Nice.
He pulls up. How are we doing, cameraman?
Hanging in.
You're hanging in there?
Yeah.
I think we're pulling up. We hit our mile. All right, let's check it out, camera. We are.
Let's go.
in half a mile.
Hold on. Siri's talking. Guys, I didn't realize we still gotta walk all the way back.
Bro, that was like the one thing that I didn't think of.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Antonio, just come in one more time, bro. Thank you so much for coming.
Inviting me, man.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
We didn't think about it too much. We got a whole mile to walk back now. Well,